It's Scott, and welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 2 Titan Mode. So, at this point, I've expanded the seed farm here. I have a lot of dirt, fire, obsidian, blaze. Blaze I got from the Nether. I was able to kill a couple of, actually, Insane Jackson killed a couple of blazes. Got the rods, we made the seeds. Got some Endermen, got some steel. Um, and right now we're running our base off of pumpkins, all of our RF power production. So I don't have a magnet yet. I'm still working on that. Um, and I made a bunch of minor seeds. I have ardite and cobalt, which means pretty soon I'll be able to make manulin. And with manulin, we can make the last tier of the infusion stones, but it turns out we're probably not going to need them. So one thing that we were working on, and let me head down to the base floor, is I just crafted this crafter tier 3. So um, the RF Tools Crafter is a very useful block. And at this point of our technology, um, it's going to require flux electrum ingots, which is a little bit of a push, but just pyrotheum dust, redstone, and electrum, and all these can be made in the alloy smelter itself. So you can just combine gold and silver directly. So eventually, very soon, I'm going to make seeds for that too. And in the crafter, we've combined everything to make uh, these massive VCO blocks. So if we start at Manicchio, um, the Manicchio makes Accio, Accio makes Crucio, Crucio makes Imperio, Zavicio. We know all that, right? So the next step up beyond that is a Zavicio block. And then the Zavicio block is used to make a special thing called this mass Zavicio block. And from there, that makes a growth pulsar. So I need 4 of these, magical fertilizer, a couple of timers, which is just a lot of redstone and circuits. And with that, I should be able to finish this off, bink, bink, and get our first growth pulsar. So um, down here, we've kind of expanded the power production area. Insane Draxon's AFK at the moment. Let me check something. Yep. So um, we've been expanding the crushing a little, but the metallurgic infusers are going to be set up here for pneumatic crafts. So I'm going to rely on Insane Draxon to do this again this time around. But just like we did last time, pressure chambers on the outside. Now he accidentally made everything out of glass, so we'll be able to see on the inside. It turns out that the 5x5x5 block does work. I thought you needed a frame, but I guess it was wrong. So it says no problems having that on the outside. It's just that we don't have any energy to make pressurized air at this point. So um, with that, we're powering the base off of this ender chest. So pumpkins go in the top from upstairs, which are fed down into a crusher. Crusher makes biofuel. Biofuel makes, well, energy. So our RF power at this point through 3 biogenerators are powering our sieving, our uh, oh yeah, our logistics station. So I also sat down and kind of plowed through the logistics. Uh, this guy down here, logistics request table, and this is you need the soldering station for that. But you can see that it's not that complicated. It's just a pretty big RF investment um, to make diamonds and redstone into diamond chipsets. So we don't have a tremendous amount of power. And so I ended up spending a day just going through the ether to get ice stone, to get peridot, to make lasers. So at this point, we seem to be okay. We have a little bit of golden chipsets and reserves, but yeah. So the base's drawer network is now hooked up through controller slaves into a logistics pipe network. So a provider pipe will attach to an inventory and make things visible to a logistics table. And so I have this hooked up on both sides to both storage walls. So with a simple right click now, I can now access everything in the entire network with a filtering system. So even though we're a little bit away from an AE2 system, an ME system at the moment, I could just go in and request iron and say, okay, give me a stack. So I'll click that. I'll click the triple plus to give me a full stack of ore. I click the request button. I wait a little bit, and it'll eventually show up here in this window. So it only moves a little bit at a time. I didn't make a huge investment in upgrades, but yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. So mob farm's working okay. Our Zavicio is okay. I need to put all those blocks back at this point. So let me take a look here. Drawer. Yeah, empty, empty, empty. So we've drained everything into mass Vicio blocks. So what I'm going to do is just set this up for the night and put them back in the the mob farm area to just catch things while in St. Jackson AFKs. So let me just do that quick, and then I'll head upstairs and play with the pulsar. Though I may need more than one of those, unfortunately. Let me grab the oak drawer. Where'd the other one go? That's a good question. Whoops, that's not what I want. So let me take that out. Whoops. Can I grab these in time? Okay, so this is like every piece of junk. Yeah, I know what's going on. This is from my junk drawer. Yep, this is all of our junk. Let me just pull it out and try to right-click this in. Yep, it's all this nonsense coming from here, and it's all recycling around. Okay, so I might have to deal with this later. Nuts. Yeah, yeah. So, why don't I... Where is all this going? Good question. I think I don't think it's all feeding into here. Antidote. Oh yeah, this is stuff that it's just queuing up. That's just junk. Um, yeah, these are getting blown here and getting sucked into the network here. I don't know where it's ending up though. Oh shoot. Let me take a look over here. Yeah, it was pulling stuff out of here for some reason. That's not good. All right, let me just throw this back in and get back to the pulsar. I'll worry about cleaning that up at the end of this recording. Um, so the Nether. So I ended up exploring the Nether, and it turns out that we will not be able to get ores from the Nether in the way that we're set up right now. So um, yeah, unfortunately, only Ardite and Cobalt are spawning, so we're going to have to go through the normal way and either build one of two things. So we're either going to need to go and get the mining laser. Um, let's see, laser block over here. The laser drill. And so this guy is going to start giving us the ore blocks. So if I bring up a recipe here, laser drill, focus will increase the probability of a certain kind of drop, but this laser drill has 32 different blocks that it can build are randomly returned. So those are what we'll need to build up our seeds for advanced crafting. But if we don't want to do that, then we can make a mechanism combiner. And so it's a little pricey at the moment, and it's going to require pneumatic crafts. So it's going to be a little bit more. The question is it going to be as much effort to build the mining laser uh, with a slaughterhouse and slimes and the pre-chargers and the laser, versus just the slog we're gonna have to do to get the transistors from plastic. So yeah, probably make that decision next episode. But for now, we seem to be rolling along pretty good. So like I said, we will not have the infinite resources we had on the other server. Um, but what I did want to do, so let's place that there and place the growth pulsar underneath. And so this block, I believe, will affect up to 4 blocks directly above it. There we go. So I'll need some better indication for myself to remember that this is the one that's special. But um, let's see how much of an increase with the dark seeds um, this is actually going to do. So with the growth pulsar, it should be in range of this irrigation channel. And I'm not really seeing the ticker move here. All right, with the watering can. Well, that's working. Um, yeah, I don't know if that's actually affecting as much as I would like. Um, I guess I could set up a comparison race here. See if I'll just do 2 of them side by side and see which one grows faster. I don't know. Um, but for now, I think it might actually also take more than one pulsar. And again, I don't know if the pulsars work with AgriCraft or not. So yeah, these are all things we're going to have to explore, I think, in between episodes. So um, at that point, I think that's where all the updates end. I'm going to go through and just keep working on seeds, keep plowing through. Um, I think I can make uh, the this guy the reinforced watering can. Now that you know what, we do not have bedrockium, so this is still going to be a while. Yeah, with the triple compressor. So it's probably going to be another couple of episodes before I can really ramp up the seed production either. But I don't have anything else I really want to cover today on camera. So yeah, so I'm going to get back to just grinding. So if you could, please leave a comment or a like. And I will see you next time on Project Ozone 2, Titan Mode. Bye.